go. We are back with Wrath of the Righteous. And I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me see here. I already went down to the Nameless Ruin. Figured there wasn't anything we could do there. Oh, now I remember. We're going to the Chilly Creek after destroying all those elementals. What I meant to say is we're going to take a long rest. Can't. If I assign someone here, then I can't reassign them to something else, right? So, or can I? He's got a +6 bonus. So, you're +5 to the Night Watch. As good as it's gonna get. I can't have someone else to help. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. One person per job. There. Okay. Here we go.
War, dirt, dust, smoke, swill instead of food, these horrible tents instead of a normal bedroom. But then again, there are so many opportunities for fun.
Positive thinking. There we go. Carcass of an unknown creature. Gigantic, misshapen bones rise from the ground. Hardly anyone in Galarian has seen such a creature alive, which is a blessing. Alright. Collect reagents. There we go. Now, let's see what's in this Chilly Creek. The hell? That dog just died? Alright, Junog. Junog walks thoughtfully around the grove. He pauses in front of a few trees, lingering there for some time. He seems to be examining something carefully. At the sound of your footsteps, he turns around abruptly, but the anxious expression on his face quickly gives way to an amiable smile. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you've found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. I could be mistaken, but it looked like you were frightened by my arrival. Oh no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. I still can't get used to living in such a small village. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route, so there were always lots of new faces, and plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction with only the birds and animals for company. This is, of course, the way Erastil teaches us to live, but truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Said you'd be early. I thought I'd be early too. I wound up being on time instead, but yeah, it still sucks. I figured I'd be on at least 2 hours early. But aside, I will be on early tomorrow with my bro though. As it turns out, due to them giving me so many extra hours and such, my job has decided they are annoyed at the person who is in charge of scheduling me so much overtime pay. So I am now going to be off for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and I get back to work on Thursday. But I work Thursday morning, so I'd still be able to get on at a reasonable time on Thursday as well. This is good for me, because I prefer to stream around this time as opposed to in the morning. Ah, that's right, moving on. Why were you looking at those trees? See for yourself. He points to one of the branches, and among the leaves you notice a small doll made of grass and seaweed, tied with blue ribbon. I keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all this secrecy. Alright. How do you like living in the village? I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glances from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decided to show up without an invitation and settle down in the village. But the church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they will accept me as one of their own. It's so quiet here. War makes you forget what peace feels like. I understand. My time in Canabras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to this cause. The priest places a hand on his heart. You have chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. What do the locals think of Erastil? They're indifferent. They are a pragmatic people, you know. They don't have time for theology. If old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices, and then those priests, all holy and pious, are surprised when locals kick them out of the village, right into the nearest ditch. The priest laughs. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. It's only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith that you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them all about old Deadeye and his teachings. That's that's one way to approach. Alright. Well then, will you show me around the village? Of course, let's go. You'll get to meet the locals, see how we live. Maybe you'll even manage to get some peace and quiet, a temporary respite from the hardships of war. A straw doll clad in a small, skillfully embroidered light blue dress is tied to the trunk of the tree. Right, there he is.
Move out.
A piece of gray ribbon hangs from the branch. Wait, where the hell is this guy? Is he following me instead? Alright, fine. I guess I'll just move on. Oh,
Into the fray.
well, things escalated quick. Use this.
Save the last one for me. The world in crimson.
That'll teach you to mess with us. A man with green eyes and the broad shoulders of a swimmer and the calloused hands of a fisherman shakes his fist at the beast's motionless carcass. Something's got 'em all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let 'em come. A woman, her eyes the same shade of green as the fisherman, smiles at you. It's not the first time and it won't be the last. But what's it matter? They can't hurt us, and we can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Markle, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Louis, the commander of the crusade. He's the one I told you about. Ah, a real hero in our little backwater. It's so nice for you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and talk to ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyway, welcome to Chili Creek. Stop it. I'm not some important guest, just more like you. Hydras are usually far more dangerous. That beast was not at its full strength. I can tell you have an eye for such things. Well, of course he does. He's the commander of the crusade. He probably could have told you all about all that with his eyes shut. Melissa smiles at you. It's all thanks to our mother, Icy Rill. She takes care of her children, won't let anyone hurt them. She fills our nets with fish and drives away the monsters. That's right. And if she doesn't drive the beasts away, she'll weaken them, so we can kill them and harvest their hides. Icy Rill? Who is that? She's right here. Markle nods toward the water, or toward the river. Did you think this was the Sullen? No. It'd take you half a day's rowing before you'd reach that river. It's big, to be sure, and very important. The Sullen flows through at least a dozen countries. But where would the great Sullen be if it wasn't fed by thousands of little streams and creeks, such as our dear Icy Rill? The people of Chili Creek hold the river in great reverence. The priest's observation is matter of fact, but you notice his voice sounds a bit strained. How can we not? Our whole lives are built around the river. From the wedding wreath we send down its stream to the funeral boat that floats away on the waters when the time comes. Our mother Icy Rill feeds us, gives us water, protects us. With a kind smile, Marco casts a sidelong glance at the frowning priest. The gods are far away, but our icy rill is right here, so we treat her with respect. Two of you look very much alike. I assume you're related? Right you are. Marco ruffles Melissa's hair. She laughs and tweaks his nose. She's my little sister. Takes after our granny. May her memory never fade. She was always restless, couldn't sit still, and Melissa is just the same. She's always up to something. And you took after our grandpa. May the river silt be his featherbed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. You two looked very confident when you were giving orders to the other villagers during the fight. Are you in charge here? Well, how should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to be in charge. We just happen to know a thing or two about using a weapon. So if some nasty creature comes crawling out of the river, we give the orders. But when it comes to fishing or fixing nets, we'll be the ones following orders. We're not an army, and there are no officers here. We all live together, solve our problems together, and serve the icy rill together. Although, truth be told, it's only been in the last few years that people have really started listening to us. Before that, villagers kept to themselves, and no one wanted to go poking their nose into anyone else's business. When we first came up with the idea to start trading on the river, the other villagers stubbornly dug in their heels. But after money and goods began to flow into the village, they changed their minds. Yes, the village has been growing. We're getting to see all sorts of things we had only ever heard about before. The year before last, we had a fair, and people came all the way from Canabras to attend. Then a priest came, and we'd never seen one of those before in these parts. And now, who'd have thought? The commander of the crusade has decided to pay us a visit. What are those grass dolls that hang from the trees in the grove? A shadow passes over Marco's face, and he looks away. There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. It's just a ritual. Melissa adds in a low voice. No one seems willing to share any further details with you. How is life in the village now that you've got a priest? Not much has changed. Marco shrugs and smiles amiably. He's a good lad. He does some healing. Never bothers us with sermons. Why, he's even learning to fish in his spare time. He also knows a lot of songs, and when he sings it makes you want to sit and listen. Melissa smiles archly at the priest, and he blushes. The world wound is not that far away. Have you ever been attacked by demons? No, never seen any. Our mother Icy Rill keeps us safe. She would never let such abominations get near us. Evil attack. I don't like either of you die. Alright, I have to go. Back to the front. Melissa shakes her head sadly. I can't even imagine the nightmarish creatures you have to fight there. Have a safe journey and a swift victory. And there we have it. We are now level 7. Some stuff here. New villager. Playing the wars out there. Can't click on that villager. Playing the war, eh? Okay. I caught this pike the other day. It was as big as a crocodile. Alright, pick the lock.
I am helpful, am I not?
Alright, what we got here? Oppressors Gloves. This should be useful to somebody. Let's see. These gloves grant 2 on persuasion checks. Made to intimidate. In addition, whenever the wearer of these gloves confirms a critical hit, enemy suffers a -2 penalty on saving for that. Alright, yeah, sure. Equip that. Now I'll give the dashing cavalier's gloves to someone else. It's essentially just a +1 to hit since I don't have any other cavaliers. Give it to Sela. Or no, window out. Let the archer have the best chance to hit. Okay. With that out the way. Normally I wait till I get back to camp, or like in Kingmaker I wait till I get back to the throne room, but in this case I'm gonna be a little more, have a bit of sense of urgency here. Since everyone levels automatically, I'll just hit next for everybody. Hell Knight improved 2-weapon fighting. Continue, and he's ready.
Open your heart to me.
Alright. Amelia, Spirit Hunter, level up, gains weapon focus, rapiers. I don't know why it's not recommended, since I have her using it all the damn time. Right, new spells, Spike Stones, Greater False Life. Poison, Thorn Body. Oh, I'll give her Thorn Body. I have her running into melee with the rapier all the time. Plus this one costs Diamond Dust. Ice Storm. Alright. Before anything else, Thorn Body. Anything else? Anybody else get a... Yep. Let's see here. I can't give her any more uses of Enlarged Person. So I guess one extra Cure Light Wounds. The Life Blast. Well, that only works on undead. Spit Venom. Targets poison. I blinded for 1 round and then poison. Wait. Target must save or be poisoned by Blackadder Venom. I honestly don't know what that means for the game. Is it essentially just this? The poison spell? Let's see. Calling upon venomous powers, natural predators. You infect the subject with a horrible poison, making a successful melee touch attack. This deals 1d3 con damage per round for 6 rounds. That would be good and all, but I think even if I have weapon finesse, it does. I don't think that turns the melee touch attacks into using dex. It still uses strength, right? Because of that, that's not good. I don't really have anybody shooting out a lot of energy attacks. So these resist energies should be enough for now. Let's see. She doesn't have strength, so poison's not a good idea. Let me think. I think spit venom is just the way to go. Yeah, spit venom. Alright, next up we have Dayron. Level up. Gains a revelation. Let's see. At first level, third level, and every 4 levels after, 7th, so on. Oracle uncovers a new secret about her mystery that grants her powers and abilities. Oracle must select a revelation from the list of revelations available to her mystery. If a revelation is chosen at a later level, the Oracle gains all of the abilities and bonuses granted by that revelation based on current level, unless otherwise noted. Activating the power of a revelation is a standard action. Unless otherwise noted, DC to save against revelation. Okay. Wait, what was his other revelations? I guess this? Life? Safe curing. Whenever you cast a spell that cures the target, means you do not provoke attacks of opportunity. Okay, sure. Right, that. Point blank shot. Sure, why not? Combat healer. Whenever you cast a cure spell, a spell with cure in its name, you can cast it as a swift action, as if using the quicken spell feat, by expending 2 spell slots. This does not increase the level of the spell. You can use this ability once per day at 7th level, and 1 additional time per day every 4 levels beyond 7th. Okay, sure, why not? Let's see. Gains a spell. Unbreakable Heart. And Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Resist Energy Communal. These aren't bad. Alright. Windwalk. Fighter. Oh wait, alright. Just hit next. Let's see. Point Blank Master Longbow. Really? I just gave her the freaking short bow. Okay. What exactly does Point Blank Master do again? Feats. Point Blank Master. Let's see, do not provoke attacks of opportunity. Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. That's fine. It's not like I want her in melee to begin with. Alright, next the Paladins, an additional Smite Evil. Let's see. Great Fortitude feats, +2 on all Fortitude saving throws. Why not? Moving on. Oh wait, no. She gains new spells that she can prepare. Let's see. Aura of Greater Courage. The strengthen Paladin's Aura of Courage. All allies become immune to fear. If you do not have the Aura of Courage class feature, Aura of Greater Courage has no effect. Thankfully, she's not anything other than she's a flat out paladin, so there's no way to screw this. Why did you give Windwalk a short bow? Oh, I found this really cool short bow, and like, let's see, here it is, Hunter's Assurance. It's a +3 composite short bow that causes bleed on all hits. There's not even any. There's no only when you crit, and even with that, the critical hit requirement is like a permanent lowering of the enemy's armor class until the end of the battle. So it's just really freaking good. First time I got my hands on a +3 weapon, the range is 40 feet, which most of the time means that she's going to be able to hit whatever's around when combat starts anyway. Plus, I already have point blank master or point blank shot with her, so I want her firing in 30-foot range anyway. So that's why I gave her a short bow. Longbows are not. The longbow's a +2 weapon. It's not bad. It just doesn't have that constant bleed effect. Let's see. Now, I don't know if bleed stacks. It would be awesome if it did, but even if it doesn't, the fact that it just keeps causing an enemy to bleed every round, even if I miss like subsequent shots, it's just really good guaranteed damage. I would have liked it on a longbow, but hell, I'll take what I can get. An additional bonus on chance on attack and damage rolls, and that it's just too good to pass up. Now, on for the main character here. Let's level up. Dragonair Scion. Right, I actually have skill points here. It's just so hard to recognize when they always fail me. Arcana, Persuasion, and use Magic Device. Yeah. I was thinking of getting Nature or World, but like party members really outclass me on that, so screw it. Now to decide on a feat. I don't need to get Dazzling Display because I've already got a feat that gives me Dazzling. Like, I already got this little fancy Dragonair Scion Dazzling Display. Do I have Power Attack. I guess I could go for Cornergon Smash. Or Advanced Weapon Training. What does this do? Select one advanced weapon training option, applying it to your fighter. Weapon groups you have selected. I guess I'll give this a look. Armed Bravery. Fighter applies his bonus from Bravery to all will saving throws. Hold on. I think that's what calling me. Hello? Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. That wasn't work. It was one of those scam calls. So, that was a waste of time. Now, where was I? Combat maneuver defense. When wielding weapons in a trained weapon group. Weapon training bonus applies to combat maneuver defense. Okay. Effortless dual wielding doesn't affect me, but I guess I could go for a dual wielding build, but nah. Fighter's finesse. The fighter gains the benefits of weapon finesse feat with all melee weapons that belong to the associated fighter weapon group. Fighter must have the weapon finesse feat before choosing this option. I don't think I have that, so I shouldn't even be able to pick that. Alright. What else we got? Fighter's reflexes. Let's see. Applies weapon training bonus to reflex saves. Fighter's tactics. Fighters' allies are treated as if they have the... Oh, this is literally the that Inquisitor ability, just given to fighters. Since I don't really plan on taking teamwork feats this time, that's not really all that great for me. Trained initiative. Which would just be like a +2 bonus. Alright, none of these seem really all that worthwhile getting. Let's see, disruptive. The DC to cast spells defensively increases by +4 for all enemies that are within 10 feet of you. Mystery of Terrors, Fast Learner. None of these are any good. You could get Shield Bash, but I don't really have all that much. This doesn't stack with my Draconic Presence ability. It's essentially just Dazzling Display. Receives Dazzling Display as a bonus feat, but apparently doesn't count towards getting other Dazzling Display feats. Which really, really sucks. I'm not sure if this is a glitch or if it's just like a penalty. But honestly, I figured the Draconic Presence ability should have given me Dazzling Display as a prerequisite towards Dreadful Carnage and Shatter Defenses and such. Instead, it's telling me I need to double down. That's really bull. Alright. Let's see here. Defenses. Alright. You know what? Screw it. Ignore that. I get a free Intimidate with Carnagon Smash. Is there anything else I could look into for improving that? Intimidating Prowess, I already got that. Okay. Power attack. Dazzling display mythic. I don't really want to get a cleave build with this character. Alright, I'll just go for Cornagon Smash for the time being. At level 8, I'm pretty sure I can get like improved critical and a few other feats that might be more something worth focusing on. Hammer the Gap. I don't know. Attack with light and heavy shield, but then I'm running around with penalties for 2-weapon fighting. So if I was to get anything like that, I should probably get 2-weapon fighting. But what's the penalties on 2-weapon fighting? Or, I mean requirements? Should be somewhere down here. Anything? Here it is. I need an extra 3 decks. That's an awful lot. Alright. So where do I go from here? Cornagon Smash, and then we'll play it by ear. For now, Cornagon Smash. And then I'll...
Battles await.
Yeah, he's already got power attack set up. Let's see here. Moving on. Loot. Just some stuff.
Head on.
They will break against our
Huh.
resolve.
Okay. Nothing to it.
The heartbeat quickens.
Right, where? So there's a couple of random wolves just lying about. Yeah. Oh. Right. Go up there. See, blood vial.
You fall.
Oh. Potion of Vanish, Random Dagger.
None shall escape!
Whoa! Plague Bear. Plague Similodon.
This will leave a bruise.
Let's see, heal. Let's see, she can lay on hands as a swift action.
I'm alright.
Let's see. Okay. Dead Direwolves. Some more loot. Huh.
Onwards!
Sling Staff. Glaive. So, Occultist? Wow, there. Alright. Yeah, that's where I was at the beginning. Before I started wandering around. Some trinkets and such overall, but I'm gonna check everywhere just in case I miss some kind of legendary equipment or something. Thanks to our mother Icy Rill, we do not starve. It's been a cold year. So, look, the commander's here. Welcome back. Please stay here for as long as you like. Okay. How are things going in the village? Not much happens in the village. I'm sure you have a lot going on, and stuff is always happening in the cities and on the front lines, but things are pretty quiet here, or out here. But let's see. What's the latest news from our little village? Well, we went fishing and caught some ruffle. They were big too. Nice and plump, fat as piglets, I tell you. What else? Weevils have eaten through our carrots. They gobbled up everything, down to the last stalk. Then the other day, old Breg went up to fix his roof and took a hard fall. If it hadn't been for Jernog and his prayers, he'd have kicked the bucket by now. No doubt about that. You must think it's ridiculous to call any of this news. Also, Jernog is just downright wonderful. I don't know, maybe his prayers are working, or maybe he just has a lucky touch. But whenever he blesses me, I always catch a boatload of fish. Also, he sings like enough already. Mark Hill frowns. Jernog this, Jernog that. It's all I ever hear you talk about. Right? Do you worship any deities here? Faith, religions, deities. With all due respect to Jernog, no one out here has time for such things. Maybe people in the city can go around saying prayers and listening to sermons. But in a backwater place like this, we're just doing what we can to survive. There's only one provider and protector for us, our mother Icy Rill. Markil nods toward the river. Yeah, the river doesn't care about prayers or sacrifices. And if Icy Rill wants something in exchange for her help, she just takes it without asking. Melissa stares pensively at a piece of driftwood as it's carried away by the current. Okay. Oh, no, I already said this. To look very much alike, I assume you're related. Let's see. Yeah, they said the same thing. What the hell? I was acting like I didn't say this already. How is life in the village now that you've got a priest? Not much has changed. Markil shrugs and smiles amiably. He's a good lad, he does some healing, never bothers us with sermons. Oh yeah, he's already said all this. Let's see. No wait, I think this is new. He's a good man. He came all this way to live with us, even though he had never met us before. His religious beliefs, well, they're his own business. But life in the village became a lot more fun after he arrived. And that's all that really matters. He's a good singer, and he knows lots of stories. All the best ones are about you, actually, and how you cleverly defeated all the demons in Canabras. He sings you his little songs, and you hang on his every word. Marco pretends to scowl as he teases his sister. He's a good man, no question, but still, he's not one of us. You'd be better off finding yourself someone from the village, instead of spending all your time with him boating up and down the river. Yeah, nobody asked you. Melissa sticks her tongue out at Marco. Alright, let's see. Ask again, what are those grass stalls that hang from above? Yep. Yeah, it seems they'll say the same thing. Let's see, any attacks by the demons? Nope. No, never. No, we've never seen any. Our Mother Ice Rill keeps us safe. She would never let such abominations get near us. When Crusaders are near the World Wound, they often experience nightmares when they sleep. Do you have any trouble with nightmares here? Don't know what you're talking about, if I'm honest. I sleep like a dead man, nothing to complain about. I have to go. Safe travels, may you defeat all your enemies. And don't forget you're always welcome here. Okay. Fairy Tales of Avestan. I think I read that back in Kingmaker. They say the demons in the wound are on the move again. Something's about to happen. If something happens, it'll happen there, not here. Things stay quiet around here thanks to the river, and that's how it should be. Yes, Icy Rule will keep us safe. She won't allow any harm to come to us. Still, what do you think is happening? With the demons, I mean. I don't know, and I don't want to know. You'd be better off asking how many catfish we'll catch this season. Now that's a real question, and a good one too. As for all that demon stuff, who cares? Well, looks like we've caught ourselves a big fish, the commander of the crusade, right here in our village.
I hope you appreciate this.
Move out.
Alright. The Notes of a Traveling Priest Against the Coven by Taryn Dean. See, golden trinket. I thought they were keys. Short sword, apprentice lockpick. Alright, let's go.
Head on!
Shornog again. For a year. Shornog. Anything new to talk about? This is the way we live out here. We're not wealthy, but things are at least relatively quiet. Why were you examining those trees back in the grove? There are little dolls made of grass and seaweed tied to their branches. They're everywhere. Dozens of them. I asked the villagers, what they are, but they just mutter darkly and walk away. I simply don't understand. What is the purpose of this ritual, and why is it being kept secret? How do you like living in the village? I'm getting used to the way things are, or getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. Oh, yeah, he's already said all this before. See, some of them have already accepted me as one of their own. Alessa really likes my songs. We see each other every day. Either she'll come to see me, or I go pay them a visit. Marco always frowns when he watches us together, but she doesn't seem to care at all. She just laughs sweetly and stares at me with those big green eyes, you know? The priest smiles dreamily. There was a reason Erasto guided me to this village. Meeting this woman was worth the long journey, the horrors of Canabris, and all the hardships of a fisherman's life. It's so quiet here. War makes you forget what peace feels like. I understand. My time in Canabris gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days. But I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to this cause. The priest places a hand on his heart. You have chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. What do the locals think of Erasto? Alright, yeah, they're still indifferent. Okay. When the Crusaders are near the World Wound, they often experience nightmares when they sleep. Do you have any trouble with nightmares here? No troubles with the nightmares here. The village is located on the outskirts of the World Wound, so perhaps that's why. Evil, I dislike you, die. I have to go. Erast will help you. Okay. What we got here? Godspeed salad. Alright. Help myself to some Godspeed salad. Okay. I think this is the whole village. Alright. Let's go over here. See if there's anything worth mentioning. And then I'm off. Nope. Anytime now. Come on, guys. All right. We have these guys move out. This army got destroyed when they tried to clear out this garrison here. I'm gonna see if this army has any better chances. From his edge. Save. New armies spawn every day, right? Yeah, probably. So I'll have you go take out this demon army over here. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so cultist fighters just fight cultists. Channel negative energy. What do these guys do? Babaus. Demon of Slaughter, acid resistance. Yeah, none of this is really going to help them in a fight. So don't worry about them. The Swarm, however. Stunning attack, flight, strike of the Swarm. I'm not particularly sure what that means. Alright. One dash 7 damage. Oh no, 15. Yeah, do that. Chuck a rockin'. Shoot him. What the? Oh. Smite. Move up. Okay. Can't do that again. Ice bomb. Shoot him. Six to 14 damage. Go for it. Try to finish this guy off too. Clerics finish off the swarm. That's pretty much it. It's a done deal. Let's see. Shoot this guy. Finish these off. Heal. Go finish these guys off. And for the most part, this was a fairly easy win. Alright, let's see. What were our losses? Alright. We gained back, we replenished all the units we lost. Good, good. Alright. The Skari slaves fought fearlessly and relentlessly, like insects swarming around a flame without any awareness of what they were doing. When the last of the demons had fallen in battle, the Crusaders could finally take in what exactly they had been fighting for. For many years, these old salt mines had provided the local alchemists with their most valuable ingredients, and now they would do so again. Daily income increased, plus 5 material points. Neat. Okay. Keep going. Maybe maybe these guys can handle this too. Maybe. We'll save and then find out now. Alright. Let's see. What do we have here? That's a pretty big swarm. The main issue is they have a general. Alright. Babals have a reflective ability, but I don't really want to find out exactly what the swarm does, so we'll hit the swarm first. Only one ability. Okay. Guess hit him with the smite. Move up. Okay. Yeah. Kind of figured that was gonna be bad news. Maybe I should have attacked him first. Hindsight's 20/20 and all that though. It's looking pretty bad. Wow. Yeah, nope. I cannot handle this fight. What am I gonna do? I'll try to fight the 4-strength army. No, it's bugs. Remember, I got my butt handed to these things the last time I fought them. As I'm sure it's supposed to be bad to fight these things. I know the ghouls are worse. Zombies, do they do anything? Charge, toughness, terrifying appearance. Oh, we're gonna try to kill the ghouls. I'm gonna click over here just because I can't. Oh, well, it says 27, so. Okay. Here we go. Chuck a rock at them. And shoot arrows. On the ghouls. Then run up and attack. Again, try to kill the ghouls as much as possible. Ice bomb. Shoot an arrow. And the bad times are here. D4. Okay. Heal. Now I can move again. Heal some more. Shoot. Let's try to take out the flies. Use a heal. Looks like we'll win this one. The more you take out, the less they are to deal damage. In this regards, this game has a real snowball effect in this little army section. Alright, damage is negligible. Alright. There we go. The end of the battle is just monotonous. At the beginning, there's some strategy and worry. At this point, it's just, alright, how many rounds before it's officially I won? Oh, what am I doing? Alright. There we go. Another one down. Please tell me you leveled up from that. Alright. This old Sarkorian graveyard was ravaged by a group of flesh-eating ghouls. They mangled the corpses or turned them into walking dead. But the valuable items buried in the graves proved to be of no interest to them. And found a magician's ring. Alright. Is that more than just a name? C. This ring grants the wearer a +5 competence bonus on all used magic device checks, and increases the save DC against all spells of the illusion school the wearer cast by 2. So this is literally meant for Ninya. Got it. Okay. Save. Yo! Let's see. We're already this hour and a half. Alright. Let's level up. And let's see here. What should I give this general? Bane, Bless, Penetrating Strike. He already gets Pit Trap by default. Okay. Penetrating Strike. Target unit ignores up to 3 points of damage reduction for 3 rounds. That sounds too good to pass up. Whoop. Okay. Penetrating Strike. There we go. And there's nowhere else for him to go in this route. Save. I guess skip a day. Crusader 1's army. Let's see if I can take out this garrison here. It's doubtful, but you never know. Scorching Ray. And they're down. Can't use that again. Shoot. He gets an extra attack. Shoot. Could run across the battlefield and take a swing. Sure. Do it. And another. Let's see. Another Scorching Ray. Another unit down. Next. Oof. Well, he just took out our archers too. Three down. Let's see. Scorching Ray on this guy. 3 down. 4 down. Sadly, if a win is had here, it's not gonna even be all that beneficial to me. Scorching Ray. It was literally a war of the generals. That was just awful. Lost almost everything. Lost all my scouts. Okay, but at this point, that's a win I'm willing to walk away with. Alright. The Crusaders took over the ruins of a Sarkorian settlement and put to the sword all the demons defending it. Scouts have reported a sinister-looking lair nearby. Okay. Recruits. Wait. Okay. So 19 clerics. Recruits. Hell Knights. Recruits. Archers. Can't afford anymore. Resources. Alright. Now buy some. Can't afford any foot soldiers. At the very least, not a whole lot. Alright. Have this army march up to try to meet up. Okay. Save. Yeah, no. That was a misclick. There's no way we can beat that. But, for the sake of argument, let me see how outclassed I am. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, they're just too outclassed. There's no way. What is this? A Tritch? Meh, should be fine to ignore that for now. All in all, not bad. Alright. The dretches hitched to overload carriages had no chance of escaping, and their masters preferred death over giving up their cargo without a fight. The wagons were full of treasures plundered in the chaos of battle for Canabras. 2,000 finance points. That's good. Forget it. There's an exclamation point. Find the lost relic of the Crusaders. Oh. Right, okay, sure. Let's see here. Guess I'll have him go do that. Nah, I don't have any money. Alright, here we go. Canabras in flames, a surge of power in the great garrison, a visit from the Queen, and now a new crusade. My peaceful cloistered life has been upended in the blink of an eye. I cannot believe you truly enjoyed that peaceful cloistered life of yours, dearest Camellia. If your heart does not hunger for experiences that heat the blood and thrill the senses, then I know nothing about life. Actually, wait. Yeah, a new day started. Oh yeah, far from yeah, we leveled up. Let's see, cure wounds, bull strength, heroism. Say cure wounds is probably always going to be the first go-to. No need for traveling merchants. Because I'm broke. Fatigue, rest. It's a pity you didn't come across us in Neathholm. I would not have let you out of the maze so easily. And I would have sat underground, raising our tiny little monsters and waiting for you to bring back our supper of rats? What a frightfully perfect scene, or a perfectly frightful one. Alright. Underground hideout. Stranger. Already saved. Let's see. I am the answer, but what is the question? Oh, one of those guys again. I'm surprised there's no scene to try to cross that. Alright.
Move out.
Loot. Sword dagger. Poor guy.
Head on.
Gored corpse.
Anything for you.
The body is riddled in terrible wounds. It is clear that they were left not by an animal's teeth, but by a skillful torturer's hand. Alright. Let's see. What else is to do?
Now, what is that? I am helpful, am I not?
Alright.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
I'll watch your back.
We will win this war.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Alright. Skillful torture, so maybe poison. And let's see. It's usually a safe bet that it's always fire. Alright, let's go.
Tear your throat out.
Incubus. When I lay my hands on you, death will seem a relief.
I lead. You follow.
I hope you appreciate this.
I see something over there.
Onwards.
Save the last one for me.
Of course. Of all the spells, I didn't plan for lightning damage. Let's do that. Yeah. Thankfully, they die pretty quick, so.
I am helpful, am I not?
Let's see, 2 incubus.
No one stands in my way.
I will help where I can.
You require my counsel.
None shall escape.
We will make a whip of your boots. Chivil the pain connoisseur. You will die here in fear and despair. Hundreds of your lives have fallen at my hand.
This will leave a bruise. I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Of course not. No, of course. Let's see. Pain connoisseur, fancy chainmail, cloak, and belt. Let's see. Just what does that entail? Belt of physical flow, dex and strength. Nope, I'll put that on. What is this? Whenever the wearer of this +3 mithril chainmail flanks an enemy, the wearer gets a +2 bonus on to damage against flanked creature. If you have an outflank feature, the damage increases to a +4. What is an outflank feature? Is that a feat, or like are they just trying to be fancy? If they call it each, like, I don't get it. Like, just stick with calling them feats instead of trying to say features. Unless there's like class abilities that help with outflanking too. If I put this on, and the class goes up. My penalties go down by 5. And I can use more dexterity bonus for it. This is overall good. I'll give this over to the half-plate of Vigor over to Sela. Just a flat upgrade to basic half-plate armor. Alright.
My wounds pile on.
Whoops. Alright. Let's see here.
Missed me already.
Use this. One more time. Heal. There. And what do we have here? Blood vial, bone meal, paw. Old map, jade pen, you know, just some trinkets. A little bit of gold.
What's that?
Dead body. Lore nature.
Have I pleased you?
This person's murderers were masters of torture. Judging by the wounds, they tortured him for weeks before he died. Yeah. And a ring. Righteous Crusader's ring. Ouch. I'll explain why they went through the extra effort. Alright. If the wearer of this ring has Smite Evil class ability, this ring grants them one additional use of it per day after resting. Okay. Well then, that's only going to one person. That out the way. Move on. Nah, we're almost at the camp. Sell the loot. Sell the loot, reset corruption, and that's it. Then I'm gonna head on back out. So we'll just over here, by extension of every single merchant that sells anything. Sell everything. Alright. Nothing extra to sell. Tyranny of Mind. I don't think I'll be actually using this, so I'm gonna sell it. I plan on using this one day. Wait, what's this? Ace of Fire. I'm better off selling this. There. Alright. That's about everything. Resting safe tent.
Move out.
See. Alright. Let's see. Whoop. Still in that. Split. Wait. Maybe I should have read that. I'll do it later. I'll just like stop the stream and then come back on like an hour or two later, read it on stream just for the sake of being able to archive all the stories. Except for Hostiles Orders and such. I already read that. Right. Keep the Elven notes because I plan on handing that over to the storyteller whenever I find him again. Send an extract. Is there anything else? Grab this letter. Unfinished letter. Chronicles extract. Hold the Elven notes. Bloodstained letter. Doesn't need handwriting. Yeah, that's everything. Alright. Rest up.
I'm watching you, Nenio. When you make one wrong move, I'll be right there to see it. Just know that I've got my eye on you. Always.
Well then, you can swat the flies away while I sleep.
Right. Anything else? Give her the magician's ring. Alright. So many cloaks. So few people wearing them. Alright. Let's see. Level up the rest of the party. Woljif. Level up. Eldritch Scoundrel. Sneak attack. And he gains combat casting. Because why not? Heroism and haste. Ember. Level up. Stigmatized Witch. Toughness feat. Unbreakable Heart. Delay poison. What's so great about Unbreakable Heart that people are, like, the game's recommending they all get it? +4 morale bonus, saving throws against mind affecting effects. Rely on negative emotions such as crushing despair, rage, or fear effects, or that would force them to harm an ally such as confusion. If the target is already under such an effect when receiving this spell, that effect is suppressed for the duration of this spell. It does not affect mind affecting effects based on the positive emotions, such as Good Hope or the Inspire Courage Bard ability. Okay. Gains delay poison. Can think of better spells, but whatever. Cure serious wounds. Okay. Ninio. Scroll Savant. +7 on all those. Greater spell penetration. Phantasmal Killer and Shadow Conjuration. Okay. Phantasmal Killer. Let's see. Yeah, this kills a target outright, and if they make the fort save, they take 3d6 points of damage. Oh no, they have to fail the first save first. Then it's a fort save to see if they die or not. Okay. Shadow Conjuration. That's a lot of text for one spell. Okay. Target 1 point close range. Or target 1 point within close range. Standard action. You use material from the plane of shadow to shape a quasi-real illusions of one or more creatures, objects, or forces. Shadow Conjuration can mimic any sorcerer or wizard conjuration, summoning, or conjuration creation spell of 3rd level or lower. Shadow Conjurations are only 1/5 as strong as the real things, though creatures who believe the Shadow Conjurations to be real are affected by them at full strength. Any creature that interacts with the spell can make a will save to recognize its true nature. Spells that deal damage have normal effects unless the affected creature succeeds on a will save. Each disbelieving creature takes only 1/5 damage from the attack. If the disbelieved attack has a special effect other than damage, that effect is only 20% likely to occur, regardless of the result of the save to disbelieve. An affected creature is allowed to any save that the spell being simulated allows. But the save DC is set according to Shadow Conjuration's level, 4th, rather than the spell's normal level. In addition, any effect created by Shadow Conjuration allows spell resistance, even if the spell it is simulating does not. Shadow objects or substances have normal effects, except against those who disbelieve them. Against disbelievers, they are 20% likely to work. A shadow creature has 1/5 the hit points of a normal creature of its kind, regardless of whether it's recognized as shadowy. It deals normal damage and has all normal abilities and weaknesses. Against a creature that recognizes it as a shadow creature. However, The shadow creature's damage is 1/5 normal, and all special abilities that do not deal lethal damage are only 20% likely to work. Roll for each use of each affected character separately. Furthermore, the shadow creature's armor class bonuses are just 1/5 as large. A creature that succeeds on its save sees the shadow conjurations as transparent images superimposed on vague shadowy forms. Objects automatically succeed on their will save against this spell. Okay. You have to cast that to get more understanding of that. Alright. Cleric. Social. Forget him. Spell focus, that's nice. Yeah, whatever. He'll be dead soon enough. Alright. Let's see. Shadow Illusion. Phantasmal Killer. And how long does each one last? Wait, there's no limit? No, it treats it as summoning, so that I guess that means it would last for each round. Alright. Their spells are set. Woldriff, gotta get your spells set up. Parrot level spells, a lot of haste. Just 4 haste and 2 heroism just in case. You don't have that, you just have inherent casting. Right, let's see, you. Give you one more of these. Right, second level spells. One cast the Stone Call, why not? Or one additional. Right, third. I'll fill. Alright, yep, that's it. Alright, so Seal leveled up. In the off chance I'm forced to use them. Divine Favor. And let's see here. Protection from Energy Communal. Chaos Hammer, what does this do? No. Holy Smite? Yeah, Holy Smite. There. Unless there's something I'm forgetting. Right, never mind. It's more of a melee type, so I'll give him the melee spells. There. Let's see here. I'm going. I rested up. So there's nothing I really need to do. Oh wait, mysterious health. She's back at it again. A wounded elf, huh? Well, there were lots of wounded in Canabris. Who wounded him? In what way? Anivia appears relaxed, even nonchalant, but her eyes gleam attentively, and her hands, as if by coincidence, are resting on her belt next to her weapon. How should I know? It must have been demons. If the wound was serious, I doubt he has fully recovered from it. Maybe if you could point me toward a healer, I could. The woman, wrapped in rags all the way up to her eyes, turns around at the sound of your footsteps. Damn it. In a lightning-fast motion, Anivia knocks something from the woman's hands, an amulet that seemingly appeared out of nowhere. It falls to the ground and disappears in a flash of magic. What's the rush, sweetheart? Stay a while. The commander and me, we've got a couple of questions for you too. Let's see, you want to escape this time? Who are you and why are you hiding? No. Anivia, who is this with you? Looks like a spy to me. Not my first time seeing her in the camp. Just snoops around asking the soldiers this and that. And if you try to tail her, she just darts behind a tent, and then she's nowhere to be seen. I've been hanging around here for hours, looking all bored, waiting for her to bite. And she did. Started asking her questions, and then you came by, right on cue. With an unnerving smile, Anivia stares the woman who maintains her grim silence straight in her eyes. All right, we're gonna make you talk now, darling. Who do you work for? What did she want from you? Looking for some elf, not from Mendev, got wounded in Canabris. No idea who it might be. Don't have anyone like that in the ranks. Anivia maintains an impenetrable expression. Addressed the elf. You won't escape this time. Who are you and why are you hiding your face? You hear a heavy sigh coming from under the shawl. Fine, you've got me. We'll talk, but not here. Lead me somewhere away from prying eyes. She's all yours, Commander. I caught her. I handed her over, and now, as they say, I wash my hands of this whole affair. Right? What do you want from me, soldier? In an exasperated gesture, she rips the half mask off her face. Her skin is black like onyx, and her eyes have a menacing ruby glint to them. Take a roll 21. Oh, I can't fail. Take a closer look at her strange appearance. It appears that this woman is a drow. Her race is also known as dark or cavernels. They are rarely seen on the surface, so it is surprising to encounter her here. Who are you? Giving you a scrutinizing look, she says harshly, "There's no point in you knowing, soldier. Trust me, the answer would only bring you misfortune, and it still wouldn't be of any use to you. I'm a wanderer you won't ever meet again. What are you doing in my camp?" With a bitter smile, she spits out, "Would you be satisfied if I said I won't bring any harm to you, your people, or your cause? I'm looking for an outsider here who couldn't care less about your crusade. If he lives, you won't gain anything. If he dies, you'll lose nothing. Are you a spy?" Her scarlet eyes flash defiantly, and she mutters through her teeth, "I'm not going to hide it. I have come here to commit a violent and bloody act. If I do not serve the demons, and I won't do you or your forces any harm. But I won't. Alright, but I do not serve the demons, and I won't do you or your forces any harm. Alright? Don't be coy. I need details. Why? Frowning skeptically, she gives you an appraising look. And what will you do with my story? Take it into account and pass your judgment. Kill me if you deem me a reprobate. Help the poor girl if you don't. Well, I haven't asked for help, and your authority to judge me seems rather dubious. Succeeded perception. Wow, I'm actually getting these successes. Needed 23. Damn. Neat. She's clearly lying to you, but it doesn't feel like the guile of someone plotting a crime. There's a slight hounded look to her eyes that makes her seem more like prey than hunter. Attack, I'm not convinced. I'll leave you be. Finding Kaylessa. Wait, that's Kaylessa? Oh, shit. She shrugs casually as if her fate had not been hanging in the balance just a moment ago. How nice of you, soldier. Don't call me soldier. I'm the commander of the crusade. Sure, yeah. Right, so you're a drow, aren't you? She flinches, looking at you with undisguised sorrow. You have a keen eye for these things, don't you, soldier? You guessed correctly. I am a drow, but don't think that gives you the right to judge me. There is much you don't know about me, and will never know. Believe me, it's for your own good. I met other elves who looked like you. They served the demons. Anamora's minions. The words escape her lips before she is able to stop them. Then she looks at you with visible irritation. One of Descari's servants is a powerful elf by the name of Anamora, and those corrupted elves are her lackeys. Don't ask me how I know this or why my appearance is similar to theirs. I'm not your enemy, but if you see them, kill them without remorse. I know who you are. You're Kaylessa, a cultist of Descari. That's a lie. Her crimson eyes flash, and she says firmly, I love demons, and I'll kill any I come across. Take a perception, take a closer look. Oh, I can't fail. Sweet. Take a closer look at the elf. She's clearly holding something back, but she doesn't appear to be lying either. Whatever it is she's hiding, her claim that she hates demons sounds quite convincing. You are not lying, but you're not telling me the whole truth. What, was I supposed to pour my heart out? She looks at you defiantly. You have your war, soldier, I have mine. You're fighting chaos and madness, and I'm fighting lies and hypocrisy. But we are both willing to die for our cause, aren't we? Why would Thorn slander you? Kaylessa's grim expression hardens further, as bleak and unflinching as the words on a tombstone. You're asking questions that are dangerous in and of themselves. I urge you to stop. The more you know about me, the higher the chances that a traitor's dagger will find its way into your back. I believe you. Thorn is in the camp. Watch out for him. With a crooked smirk, Kaylessa says grimly, he's the one who should watch out for me. Neat. Wait, Thorn's here? I didn't see him. Lord. Talk to Thorn. Recruit. It's an honor. See, we have to Hogplay, encampment, blacksmith. I think he'd be with the field medic. Let's go in there. See what that.
I lead. You follow.
Shadow, definitely. Foreign Autumn Haze. There he is. Alright. What happens now? The elf bows before you casually rests his bandaged arm on the weapon at his side. He bows his head with dignity. I congratulate you on your new rank, Commander. My hunt demanded that I travel with your army. Naturally, I wouldn't burden your forces with the need to care for an outsider. I've provided myself with all the necessities. See, perception. So I need a 5. I need a 5 or higher. I think Kaylessa might be a drow. You see a shadow pass over Thorn's eyes for a single instant. Then his face is just as impassive as before. I actually succeeded. Yep, the curse is broken. Alright. A drow. Unlikely. It's more plausible that her dark services has left a brand similar to the one that twisted the entire cursed drow race. A coincidence, I would think. I met other elves that looked like just like Kaylessa. A gloomy shadow crosses his face. He remains silent for a while, then says reluctantly, "A few years ago, a sect of demon worshippers was uncovered in Keonan. They were followers of Deskari, who had been brought together by his priestess, Anamora. Naturally, as soon as the truth was revealed, a hunt for these evil zealots was called. They were all marked with the same brand of darkness as their leader, the wicked Kaylessa. The sect was soon destroyed, but some of the cultists managed to escape. I pursued them in order to eradicate their evil, root and branch." Sighing heavily, his lips curl in an expression of bitterness. "It is a great shame that the children of a noble nation have besmirched themselves with this taint, and I would be grateful if this confession were kept hid between us. I met Kaylessa." Thorn's melancholic expression remains calm, but his entire body tenses and his fingers wrap around the handle of his weapon. "Under what circumstances? I hope you seized the opportunity to kill her." Let's see. "Are you certain of your allegations?" Thorn lowers his head and says in a hollow voice, "I am. Her misdeeds are terrible and proven with absolute certainty. I found Kaylessa spying on my camp." "Then you should be on the lookout for her accomplices. Her demonic masters must have sent her to plot against you. And since she's already made her way into the camp, she will strike soon." "She claims she doesn't serve the demons." "Of course she does. In an attempt to buy her life, she would stoop to the boldest and the most egregious of lies. Whose word do you trust? Hers or mine, I let her go. After giving you a saddened look, Thorn stares off into the distance. Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned her many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls upon my shoulders. I found Finesse spying on the camp. Then you should be on the... Oh, no. Yes, we already said that. Oh, you should be on the lookout for her accomplices. Her demonic masters must have sent her to plot against you. And since she's already made her way into the camp, she will strike soon. I hope you weren't as merciful with her this time. She left alive and unharmed. A resigned sigh burst from his lips. Then she must have deceived you once more. Good fortune to you. Atlas, Kiado. Alright, neat. Nothing new there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see, what time is it? Alright, I'm gonna call it for tonight. Everyone who was able to stop by, thank you very much. And I will be on tomorrow. And until then, take care.